interviews for Marvel movies and shows now that they're going to change all the shows, the way that they do things, actually going to have showrunners this time and not the ways they did previous shit. And the thing that's so stupid about it is Marvel changing their ways of how they're doing things. It's coming too little too late at this point, because apparently David Harbour was doing an interview with getting ready for Thunderbolts, and he revealed in Black Widow, Marvel's strategy is to fix every mistake they do in the editing process of their movies in post. What did he do? He said that in one of my videos too. I don't know what he thinks he's up to, but he's going to get that ass whooping if he's not careful. Smack up, bitch. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to run the restroom before we get started, guys. Welcome to the watch party, guys. Don't forget, after the watch party, we will be doing the podcast. Into the Marvelverse is upon us, and we got some news to talk about. I'll be right back, guys. Let's see if the new episode's out yet. I'm going to see if it's out. All right, sounds good. I'll be in a couple of minutes. I'll be back, guys, and we're going to get started once the episode comes out. Give me a sec. Back up, bitch. Absolutely, I love it. %. Oh, I'm back. Really? Really, Chosen? You're gonna pull that shit in my stream now? Oh, let me refresh this shit. Let me see. All right. Well, this episode they showed from the clip we're actually gonna get some action, so. And we got Sylvie on this one too. So that's good news. Sounds good. I'm ready for this. All right, I'm ready. Here we go, guys. We're getting started. Hey, Jeffrey, thank you, man. Thanks for sharing the live stream. Make sure you guys watch my reviews I put out today, guys, too. Oh, we got skip recap. Yeah, we don't need the recap. I'm ready for the real stuff. Let's go. Welcome, Jeffrey. It's a pleasure to see you, my man. Oh, we're starting with Sylvia at McDonald's. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. It actually feels good to hear that Marvel music again. Smack a bitch. We're all trying to find Sylvie. What are you OMGing for, Chosen? Oh, man. Really? He's just jamming. Oh, yeah, man. You're watching this without finishing season 1, Chosen? How are you watching the Flash season 10 when it never happened? Bro. That's great. Zaniac 2. Mobius, whoa. You look great. What do you mean it's live right now? What are you drinking? Surprise me. The opening shots with young, really Chosen. Oh, dang, he's running. Oh! And we get the action finally. That was what we've been waiting for. I'm loving this episode so far. He's running. Get him. Get Brad. Ooh. Come on, Mobius. You're going to ruin my life here. You're still glad we're here? Oh, dude. I'm loving this. Ooh. Stop doing that, Chosen. That show doesn't exist. He got away. Where's the rude boy off to? Where's the fancy little dude going? Where you going? Relax. Hey, back off. I don't hate Grant Gustin's Flash. Stop making stuff up, Chosen. Oh! You quit with the magic and fight fair. It's not a fair fight. Everywhere you see Loki. I do like the show, but season 10 of The Flash doesn't exist. A little over the top, don't you think? I thought it was spot on. I love seeing Loki use his magic again. Oh, it makes me so happy. Can we all agree that the Loki theme music is one of the best theme music ever? Trevor or Jake, are you hearing me? That's a temp pad. I'll put some colorful buttons on it for you. You guys hear me better now? Trevor, you hear me? Hey, Trevor. OB. Hello. Boris. Object manipulating. Oh, I've got to weave. Neat. Can I get you to take a look at this temp pad? What is that sound? Someone playing with their mic over there? So good. Is that because it doesn't exist, Chosen? Miss Minutes is helping Renslayer. Really? Interesting this is. Heard the conversation between Ren Sil and He Who Remains. Really? You can say that again. Chosen, keep saying what you want. I don't believe you. Haven't read the TVA guide. I do like the show Chosen. It's just you only got 9 seasons of The Flash. I don't know where you're bringing up this 10th season for. It never happened. If it was going to happen, why didn't it happen then, Chosen? Oh, welcome back. Why don't you go ahead and... Don't waste our time, X5. It's Bradley. Right, Brad. I don't care to ask him anything, Chosen. Yeah, no shit. We made a mistake. Their lives at stake. Wow, you got somewhere. Oh, shit. It's riveting. I want to hear more. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Don't you do that. Loser. Oh, shit. You'd be a hero, man. Oh, shit. Chuckles. Oh, shit. Thank you, Brad, very much. I really am touched. You know you're right. Terrible things. Klaus, a loser. Holding something back. for a moment like this. Terrible things. Awful things. I can recommend someone if you want to work that out. Ooh. How does that sound? Oh shit. Nothing. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. You silly little man. Yes. You okay? It was tactical. Neither. Let it out. It didn't work, so I threw him off the building. I lost it. I can't believe they just joked about the Battle of New York. That's great. Touched the nerve, right? Not really. Got me this pie. If you'll never look, you'll never know. He's very good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hi. What are you gonna find out from Brad? Need another session. Mm-hmm. They forgot the controller. Q&A. I'm clipping that for all my Q&A streams from now on. I'm a villain. Sorry about that. Got there in the end. Of course, I wrote it. Yes, I memorized it. The containment doors are locked. And he's dead. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's McDonald's time. I'm not going until I get some apple pie. I love fucking movies. Hi. That's all? Hi? Really? We haven't seen each other in a season. It's hi? Hi? My break's in 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
New Cobra Kai character.
What's up, Jordan? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? May the force be with you, my man. Mm. Thank you. They say opposites attract. I got you a shake. Okay. It's not scary, it's elevated thriller. It's the way it works. Thanks for always showing up, Jordan. Oh, dang. Uh-oh. Oh, so cool. Uh-oh. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Ooh. That works. Interesting. Oh, dang. Uh-oh. Interesting. Interesting. Thanks for being in the live stream, guys. This episode, but I finally got able to watch. You said no credit scene? All right. So, all right, let's post the link in the chat. All right, guys, we're getting set up for the podcast. Sent the link in the chat. All right, let me get this set up. Right, this one. Let me leave party real quick. All right. We're getting set up, guys. Oh, it's the wrong button. So I got the link. I posted the link in the chat for you guys. Here's a Jake.
Yep.
Here's Jake. All right. We need a Trevor right now. And get some water because I'm about to do a lot of talking. Let me know when you see Pixar Boy. Waiting to see some Pixar Boy. Did he finish the episode yet, or is he behind us?
I don't know.
Dang. I better text him, tell him that there's a link in the chat here. There's a link in the chat. We're waiting for you in the live stream. So what did you think about this episode, Jake?
I liked it. It was good. I do wish that I couldn't really stand Brad. I thought he was an asshole, but
I think that was the point of his character, though.
I get that.
But I finally got able to watch this show. All right, here we go. Looks to be 801. I thought I was jamming. I like the action that we got in this episode. I will say this. I like this episode. I wish, and I don't know. Oh, there's Chosen. Nice. Okay. Welcome, Chosen.
What's up?
What's that a picture of? Is that from Saw?
Yeah, I saw X.
Yeah, Sonic.
When did you change that photo?
Just now. I was just gonna change it just now. That's why I joined.
Okay. I'm glad we got the Sylvie stuff. I feel like, and maybe it's going to be more of an episode 3, maybe an episode 4 thing, but I feel like with the first episode really setting up the idea that, this is Kang's multiverse, this is how Kang's doing things, based on the end credit scene of not Multiverse Madness, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, right?
Yep.
I thought Victor Timely would have been set up for episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like I hope they didn't do, because I heard that they show those variants in this show, but I don't want them to wait too long to unveil the Kang stuff.
I get that.
Because I feel like that they need to build that up, considering they have those movies coming out. That it's.
I have a
sad.
question, by the way. About Loki
Yeah.
season 2. Have you guys seen Kang in season 2 so far?
Give me a sec. Not yet. So I'll explain it to you in a sec. I gotta answer Trevor. If you go to my watch party, it's in the chat of the watch party. So,
you know what's crazy, bro?
Yeah.
I want to go a little bit off topic. You know what's crazy, Jake? It's crazy how that like the thing I have right now, the photo was the poster, the official poster, but the actual trap was disappointing. Like it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Did
know
you
why
see
they have to
Sonic
make that.
yet, Joe?
Not yet.
He's gonna see eventually.
okay.
He's
Okay,
gonna see
well
it
then-
eventually. I'm gonna say
Okay,
he's,
never
gonna,
mind.
he's
then.
definitely
I
gonna
was
see it
gonna
this
say
month.
something.
That's for sure. He's gonna see it this month.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
I
and
was
go
gonna say-
soon. I might try
I
and
was
go this
gonna say-
weekend if I can.
It's
I was
okay,
gonna
Joe. Take
say
your time,
something.
bro. I might do
I
my
was gonna say something, but I don't wanna. If you haven't seen it yet.
I'm gonna do. I might do the review next month. I'm thinking about doing it next month, like the.
You want to wait till next month? Okay.
Until you watch the movie, because I want to wait until you watch it. It's so good, bro. I still think it's my second favorite. It hasn't changed yet. I might see it again, actually. You know what? I might see it again.
He's here, but he's behaving
Yeah.
right now.
Like, I feel like if I see it again, then maybe my opinion might change. We'll see. Oh, there we
man.
go.
Why is it so dark where you're at?
There he is.
I'm not near the TV. That's why I'm on the couch.
You gotta have the lights on, man. We're doing the podcast.
Nah, I think it's best if you do it in the dark. I don't know why. It's kind of cool if you do it in the dark.
If he does it in the dark, it makes it creepy and weird and makes him not want to be in the presence of what's going on in the world.
Joe's got a point.
So how were your extra days with Caitlin?
I'm good.
What is that you're wearing? Is that just a shirt, or do you have some overalls over there?
Oh, the shirt?
Yeah.
Do you recognize it?
Oh, that's cool. It's your Michael Keaton one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's Batman. Yeah, man, it's Michael Keaton's Batman.
I couldn't see from a distance. I'm wearing my Bad Batch shirt right now.
Nice.
Yeah, just what I had on earlier. So yeah. So I guess we'll start with Loki, but I want the 90% of this podcast's focus to not only are we going to talk about the Daredevil thing,
Oh,
But
yeah, I forgot about that.
but the Daredevil thing also leads into what's going on with the new announcement about how Marvel Disney Plus TV is going to change.
Yeah.
Okay. Will it hopefully be for the better?
Well, did you hear
Hopefully.
about what they said they're going to do?
Make it apply more to the general audience, perhaps, again?
No, but basically, so before they were operating all their shows as limited shows, and they didn't really have showrunners, and now they're going to have showrunners. So basically, each person has to make a pilot, and then after the pilot is made, then that's the deciding factor on if the show gets more episodes and gets.
Oh, by the
Okay.
way, can I say something to Jake real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jake, so I will watch the Goosebumps series. I think about I'll watch it.
You're gonna watch it? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will we will discuss that later in the podcast, and I have a couple other Marvel topics I want to discuss with you.
Full on Rent? Are you gonna do a Rent today? Is that one? Yes.
a ranked?
Yeah, Rent, like an actual Rent on Daredevil.
Yeah, I'll tell you my thoughts on this whole situation because I'm coming for Kevin Fucky's ass right now. Like,
I saw the news job. I was like, bro, what are they doing at this point? What are they
did you watch
doing?
my video of it? I thought my video was perfect of how I summed it up.
Like, Kevin Feige, you don't have to do that, dude. The rework thing, you
No,
don't
I
have to
saw
do
your
that.
video.
There's no point.
I literally put the Tony Stark clip from Avengers when I talk about the idea of the writer saying that we weren't going to get Daredevil until episode 4. He's like, not a great plan.
Man, I'm gonna just say this: MCU hasn't been great since Endgame. We can all agree with that.
You are not wrong. There have been
I think the two projects that are really
there
good
have been some
after
hits,
Endgame.
but there's been some fucking misses, man.
I think the two
Like-
projects that really nailed it after Endgame is Spider-Man: No Way Home and Shang-Chi.
Yep. And I loved Moon Knight, so that was the other
Moon
good
Knight,
one.
yeah, I don't like Moon Knight. I think it was started off strong, but it was boring after my opinion. I don't know what was it.
I'm surprised that
Loki-
that happened for you because I have not heard that.
I
take
was
so
literally
long.
about to sleep though. I was literally about to sleep through the
I mean,
episode.
Joe, let's not forget, Moon Knight did give us one of the most legendary moments of Trevor. Oh, fucking hippo!
Oh yeah, dude, I love Moon Knight. Moon Knight was a great
I
era
think
for us.
the one fight scene that really nailed Moon Knight was the fight scene episode 2. That fight scene, oh my god, bro! And the fight scene episode 3 too. That one was pretty good too. I will say there was some good stuff in the show, but there's also some bad stuff. So
What was bad for you in Moon Knight?
it wasn't bad. I think it was just boring. Like I just didn't find it interesting. Like I was about to sleep in one.
I mean, the
scene.
show was doing something that a lot of other Marvel TV shows didn't do, which was diving into the psychological side of someone's mind.
Yeah, but Joe, that's the thing I like about it. I think that's one thing I like about the show. But at the same time, though, I feel like sometimes there's some things that make me want to sleep through the episode. But it's still, I don't think it's the worst MCU show. I don't think it's the worst MCU show. There's worse shows than Moon Knight, like Miss Marvel,
Marvel.
She-Hulk,
Because Marvel is the worst MCU show. I
and
don't care.
Secret Invasion,
Secret
especially.
Invasion.
Yeah, there's worse shows than Moon Knight. So I
Yeah,
think Moon
so,
Knight's
yeah,
my top.
I guess for us was that watched Loki. We'll talk about Loki. Me and Jake kind of spitballed a little bit, and then I got a couple other Marvel topics I want to run by you guys.
Also, for those wondering, Moon Knight is in my top 5. It's literally in my top 5. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
it's in the top 5 for sure.
I feel like it should have been better, but I still enjoy it regardless. I think I gave it like a 7 out of 10. A 7, 8 out of 10. It has some good stuff, I will say. But there was also some bad misses.
Keep in mind, we all know Phase
Like-
4 was an embarrassment to the MCU, except for certain projects. But
Yeah.
I can definitely say this. Keep in mind, if I may add, real quick,
Yeah.
the Daredevil news, it does piss us off, but here's why I think there can be some silver lining in this.
We're gonna get there, Trevor. Let's focus on Loki first. And then
Oh,
we'll-
by the way, for those who are wondering what's my favorite MCU show, it's Falcon the Winter Soldier.
That's a good choice.
I think if I watch Loki, I might change my mind.
Yeah, I think for me, especially watching season 2 now, I can say Loki is definitely my favorite of all the shows.
If I watch it,
I think
I'll
that-
watch
Falcon Winter Soldier was great, but
So far, I watched the first episode. And it's already my second favorite show.
Dude, that season only gets better over time, though.
I'll eventually watch season 1. I think so far it's my second favorite show.
like, and that's one of the most darkest moments in the MCU in the past few years.
Oh, you mean in Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yep.
Yeah, my only thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier is I wish we would have got a better main villain than the Flag Smashers, because I really could not stand Morgenthau.
Yeah, that was a nitpick of mine.
The casting for Carly Morgenthau was stupid.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was ridiculous.
And that's not a good villain for a Sam Wilson and Bucky show. You need someone that, honestly, I know they were trying to do them in the team up, but Zemo needed to be the villain of that show. They should have just had Zemo be the villain.
The villain should not have been a child. That's the
Zemo
problem.
in that show should have been the Zemo that we got in Civil War.
Oh, that would have been great, but I just would have loved if Zemo was actually the main threat. I think Zemo should have been the main threat. That would have been great.
But I'm just saying.
So let's go. So we're starting this. We'll go to Loki, and then we'll talk about the Daredevil thing, because Trevor, after time reflecting, I do have some silver lining things, but I do also have some concerns with it as well.
I'm sharing my screen. I want you to see this real quick before we even
What is it?
It's something regarding the Marvels. I want you to show it.
Is it?
Oh,
It's not a video, is it?
No, it's something else. It's regarding something else.
Is
I just
it a
want you to
video?
pull up. I want everyone to see this. Actually,
Was it a post? Okay, if it's a post, I'll show it.
So apparently, the Marvels is long range tracking to open for 50 mil to 75 mil.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Honestly,
That doesn't change shit.
That's what I'm saying, Trevor.
It doesn't change anything.
I feel like this show's not. I feel like this movie's not going to do well. I'm gonna just say it's not going to do well, especially with people not.
I didn't
liking
have faith in it to begin with.
it. I think it's gonna make. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it makes less than Thor: Love and Thunder. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually
I wouldn't be
wouldn't.
surprised if it
Can
made
we-
less
can
than
we go
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania.
Can we-
Imagine if it makes less than Doctor Strange 2.
All right, can
Well,
we
Doctor Strange
get
2
to
made
our,
It's
can
just
we get to our main topics now?
people were too
So-
All right,
blind.
so let's go. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so we're going back to all around the room from the start to the finish. So Loki season 2, episode 2. Jake, you have the floor.
It was a good episode. I really liked it. I really could not stand Brad though, but I understand that he's the kind of character that you're not supposed to like.
I see what they were
But-
doing.
It was just the moment that he mentioned to Loki about his mother. I was like, that asshole. That asshole.
I did like that this episode confirms a theory that that Den of Nerds said on his channel today that I sent a link to that I think could be quite possible for Secret Wars that I'm going to make a video on tomorrow,
Okay.
which we'll get into. I'm going to talk about this theory on the podcast as well. But so those are your final thoughts, Jake?
Yep.
What are you scoring this one?
8 out of 10.
8's pretty good. I gotta say, I probably would go a little higher on this one. I actually think, as much as episode 1 really set the show up, I love that we're finally getting the Loki action in this episode.
Oh yeah, that's
And the comedy between Loki and Morbius in this episode, when
Mobius.
best scene of this entire episode.
Mobius.
The-
Mobius.
Oh yeah, Mobius.
Yeah, Mobius. Not
Sorry, I
Morbius.
forgot. My bad, Mobius. Yeah, the
You did not
best
call him
scene.
Mor-
I know.
He is
I
not-
shouldn't
he
do
did
that.
not
I'm
say
sorry.
that name. That
The
name
name sounds so
forbidden in this
similar. It
stream.
gets screwed up sometimes. But so the scene where
That name is
Mobius,
forbidden in this
the scene where Mobius and Loki are talking in the diner when they're eating pie in their like TBA scene, and Loki's just talking about. You remember that time when I held all of Earth hostage when I was angry and I threw Tony Stark out the window because my mind control wasn't working on him? I was dying. I was dying laughing. He's just like, that wasn't one of my proudest moments.
Yeah, and then like Tony blasted him in the chest.
Yeah, that shit was great. And then just Loki going back to his old ways, using his magic, and like we're getting so excited to torture Brad was it like Thanos said, this does put a smile on my face. I was definitely a fan. I if I were to score this episode, especially with the action scenes we get, for me this is at least a 9 for me. I think it's a 9 because because I was laughing my ass off. Like, I knew the stuff with McDonald's with Sylvie was going to be funny, but man, dude, that scene where Brad and Mobius show up and Mobius just looks at Brad. He's like, I'm not going anywhere until I get my apple pie, man. I was dying.
And there was one line that I forgot what exactly he said, but they were just about to go into torture Brad, and Mobius said something really funny. I can't remember what he said, but hold on, I'm gonna go back and
Because the Mobius and Loki dynamic in this episode was so good.
hold on. I'm gonna go back and look again, but because Mobius said something really really funny when just as they were getting ready to walk in to talk to Brad.
Yeah, I already told Jake this, Trevor, but I only have one issue with the episode, and it's more of an issue with my expectation for the show than it is with the overall episode.
No, Victor Timely.
I think that based on the end credit scene that we got at the end of Quantumania, and I know they changed things when they had the writer strike and everything, and they delayed the show, but I think Victor Tomlin needed to be set up in episode 2. I think that because it does season 2 only have 6 episodes like season 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes me a little more nervous then, because we know the critics have seen 4 episodes, and I think I was watching a video of Sean Chandler's today, and I think Victor Timely's variant is set up in, I'm going to guess either 3 or 4, because it sounds like he sees him a little bit. But that makes me nervous, because that means that the Kang variants aren't showing up until the 2nd to 3rd last episode of the show.
Yeah.
That makes me a little nervous. I like the action in this episode. I like seeing Sylvie and Loki again. That was great. Their conversation was great. I loved how that was treated. Sylvie working at McDonald's is still hilarious to me. I still love that. Yeah, I think this is a really good episode. I think it was what you would call for like when you watch an episode and you're like, yeah, this is an episode 2. It just kind of had that feeling like it felt like an episode 2 of a season.
Yeah.
I wish Obi was in this episode more.
Me too. He's so far the MVP of the show.
I still think the show belongs to Loki and Mobius, but I think he did a great job. So, since we're talking Loki now, I want to get into this theory that's floating around the internet involving Loki and Sylvie that I put out in the chat earlier today. I don't know if you read what I sent, Trevor.
I read what you said.
What do you think about what was said?
I think that is pretty interesting. I mean,
what if Feige is actually trying to recreate Loki as Avengers Prime like the comics?
I hope that's the case.
Because the evidence seems out there, and even Josh's thumbnail of showing him like Tony at the end of Endgame was pretty crazy. I liked how he did that. And he gave good reason for it, so I think it's definitely possible. And Loki and Sylvie we know TVA is going to be in Deadpool 3, so I definitely think that we could definitely build pieces to this. But this also means that one of my biggest problems with the MCU that I noticed that Sean Chandler has said with the new MCU in Phase 4 and Phase 5 is we don't know. In Phase 1, Phase 2, and 3, we knew who our Avengers were. We knew who our stars were.
Yeah.
We have all these characters, but we don't know who are the main players in this universe right now. We know Sam Wilson is Captain America, but we don't know which Avengers team he's leading. We don't know if Bucky's there with him. We don't know if Moon Knight's a member of the regular Avengers. We don't know if Daredevil's a member of the regular Avengers. We don't know if Shang-Chi's even a proper member of the regular Avengers. So it's really this weird dynamic of where is the story going? Who are our main players? What's the purpose of these characters?
That's a good point, actually.
So that's something I just think is interesting. I saw people talking about, and I do agree with. So I think that needs to be revealed to us. So I think the Loki thing, and the thing that's said about the Loki thing is apparently, in order for the Loki thing to be true, it would show that Loki's mission in this, if this theory is to be believed, is to create a team of multiverse Avengers. Maybe not heroes that we haven't exactly seen. And I think this episode definitely set up this theory to be pretty possible.
Yeah.
So I would say if I read this theory and I'm just looking at episode 1 and just looking at season 1, it's it could be. But looking at episode 2, I think Josh might be onto something here. It seems like the groundwork is being set up.
Yo, I think Jake is trying to say something.
Oh, did you have to say something, Jake?
What do you think of the odds of Deadpool showing up in this show with the TVA being involved?
Here's the thing. Because of the writer's strike and a lot of the stuff that we're going on, it's going to be very hard to get those to sneak those things in. But just because I'm a fair man, I'll say 50% chance he shows up, 50% chance he doesn't show up.
Yeah, I'm both
Okay.
expecting and not expecting. I said that in my recent video.
Oh, did you mention that there's a chance he could show up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm both expecting and not expecting. There's no way Feige would be that nice to us and just.
Like, it would make sense if he was in the show, though, because with the TVA being involved.
I mean, he
It would
kind of
make
owes us at this point, so if he was going to pull some surprises out of the hat, that'd be one that I think would be nice.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, one thing that we're going to talk about with the Daredevil news is all the problems in the MCU right now. One of the things that this Daredevil stuff revealed to us is that everything from Multiverse of Madness to now was not being run through Marvel picking the wrong directors or picking the wrong people to do things. This was all Feige making these mistakes.
Bruh.
Like, so I don't know if you guys read that when they were talking about the Daredevil stuff, but they revealed that no matter the way Marvel used to work when they would work making 2 to 3 movies a year, it was kind of a collaborative experience when you had the Russo brothers and you had Ryan Coogler and all these different people, right? And Gunn. But after all that stuff went down, Feige started to kind of run things like the old DCEU.
Yeah.
Remember what happened with Batman v Superman and the first Suicide Squad movie, Trevor?
I don't want to talk about those movies anymore.
What do you think? What do you think was the main problem with those 2 movies?
The main problem was with those 2 movies. Nobody read the comics.
Well, no, but here's the thing, right? There was one issue. There's one glaring issue that made those movies bad that people forget about.
Well, actually, there's multiple issues.
The biggest issue was studio involvement. And it was taking over the entire thing.
That is true.
When your studio exec has more power than your actual directors and writers and is taking away all your power and you have no power, that's when you run into issues.
Yes.
Like, I'm already seeing people on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I've seen scoopers say that it's time to show Feige the door. Like, I've seen people saying like that he's trying to take control of everything, to be the head of things and run everything without any collaborative creativeness whatsoever. And it might be time to say goodbye.
You know, the crazy part is, now we're mentioning Batman vs Superman. The thing about this is when Wonder Woman showed up in the movie, I wasn't even excited. I was just sitting there. Like, I wasn't actually excited. I was just sitting there.
Well, they spoiled it in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't find her return exciting. You know, I just didn't like it. I prefer. You know the crazy part is, Joe. You know what's crazy though.
I did really like.
Sorry, Jake. You can talk.
I did really like her theme song though. Like her theme
I know,
song.
but the thing is, her return didn't work for me. Like, you know the crazy part is, I prefer her return in Shazam 2 over this.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's saying something.
That's saying something. I
something.
just don't like the movie Batman vs Superman. I just don't like that movie. Sorry. Too many problems with that movie. And Doomsday was barely in that movie too.
I'll take her appearance in The Flash over that.
Her appearance in The Flash was great.
Flash was great. Well, sort of, but
also, I from what I can remember, Doomsday's in that movie too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they kind of summarized it as like it's not Doomsday, but it is Doomsday. Like, it's kind of weird. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, guys. I mean, we'll see how these other projects feel out, but I've seen all the other proof I've needed to prove that Feige is the problem now, and now I think it's time for him to get out.
Is he giving you what's it called, that one person vibe? You know,
he's giving me Kathleen Kennedy vibes.
That's
honestly.
what I'm talking about, Joe.
God.
I think they might be working together. I think they might be trying to run Star Wars and Marvel coherently the same.
Yo, Joe, imagine if she wrote a Marvel movie.
I mean, dude, because think about it. What are both the MCU and Star Wars have a problem right now?
Studio interference.
Female,
Well,
female
also-
Executive.
They also have a female lead problem.
Oh God! Don't get me started.
Yo,
Because
imagine
look
if
at it this way, right? Miss Marvel, Ray. It's another bad example. Who's another
No.
female we hate in the MCU? Right
imagine
now?
how sad would it be
Captain
if she imagine if she wrote Secret Wars.
That will
That
never
would-
happen. Fikey's
that
an
would be
idiot. He's not that
disappointing, bro.
stupid.
I think he's talking about Kathleen Kennedy.
She will not write Secret Wars.
If she did, bro, I
If
would.
she
I would
writes
not-
Secret Wars, I will give out on everything MCU ever. I will be done. That bitch better not stand over there. Oh, speaking of bitches that aren't going to stand anywhere, I had a little bit excited celebrity news that's been trending that I wanted to
Oh,
talk to you guys
God.
about.
Oh,
to take our
God.
history with
What
this.
is
Okay,
it?
what?
Did you hear about what happened with Snow White?
What?
Rachel Zegler got fired as Snow White.
Yo, no way.
I was laughing my ass off when I saw the report. I was like, serves you right, bitch, for coming into my stream and making a mess of my friend. Like, oh my God. You guys remember those days where she was fucking with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rachel Zegler's coming into your stream. I am Snow White. Not anymore, bitch.
You know what? You know what? Another thing I want to say is, if Kathleen Kennedy gets fired from her job, I'm gonna put out a celebration party at my house, and you
When
guys.
she's out of Lucasfilm, I have the perfect plan to celebrate with her.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna say, Joe. I'm excited for that video, the what if video I mentioned, or I give the idea, but.
Oh, yeah, I'm working on it for tomorrow, man. Tomorrow I'm going to do it. I got busy watching.
Just imagine if Green Arrow and Daredevil team up, bro. That would be a crazy team up.
I started thinking about what clips I'm going to use for it for tomorrow, so I'm pretty hyped.
Daredevil, Green Arrow team up. Oh God,
That's just my dream. That's just my dream superhero movie right there, man. That movie would be so great.
Like, I feel like those two having a movie together will be the best thing. It's like Deadpool 3, for example, because you have Wolverine and Deadpool.
I have issues with DC and Marvel doing collaborations, but if they're doing like one of those small collaboration movies,
If they were
I don't have
doing
an
an
issue.
animated film, it'd be a different story.
I think here's the way I see it. If they did, in terms of collaborations, if we get to the point like so let's say this, and we'll talk about this on the podcast on Sunday for the DC podcast as well. And I have a big announcement to make on the DC podcast
I just think
next
like,
on Sunday that I can't wait to share with you, Trevor. But you know, for those that are here now, I might as well announce the announcement today because I just got the news today.
okay.
So an event will be happening next Friday that I'll be attending after work that I might have. So as you guys know, I've only met one DC star so far,
Even
Yeah.
though
being Stephen Amell.
Yep.
Well, let's just say I got a pretty awesome invitation to meet someone that's even more famous than him next week.
Who?
Who?
And he's going to be a star of a December release of a movie and potentially a new character in the new DC.
Oh shit, Joe! I think I know where you're going with this.
Who is it? I'm so
Jason
confused.
Momoa, dude.
Yeah, buddy, I'm meeting Jason Momoa next Friday, man.
No way.
Really?
He's gonna be doing He's gonna be doing some vodka like company thing where you can just go and just you buy a bottle of vodka and you get to meet him and stuff. It's freaking sick. My mom sent me the invite to it, so I'm just gonna go check it out. They said first.
Yo, by the way, first of all, you know what's crazy? One of my friends, I heard rumors that apparently, my friend asked Steven if he wants to do a movie with Daredevil because I think Steven knows who Daredevil is, and you know what his response was?
What did he say?
What?
He said, "I would love to."
Of course,
Oh, dude.
I'll put that in my video too. That he said he's wanted to do that.
Okay.
Because I feel
Okay.
like if he wants to
If-
do it,
If they did a smaller collaboration like Marvel and DC like that, that might be good. But if they did like a large like collaboration, like a Marvel versus a DC movie, that would just be a mess.
I feel like
I mean,
seeing
here's
them
the way I
along
see it. So,
with
so,
Luke-
so here's
if
the
you
way we
think
got to
about
look at
it,
this. If they're going to do collaborations in the future like this, like say, like we know James Gunn. So let's say, even though I don't like him right now, let's say Kevin Feige did stay at Marvel for a while, right? But let's say the MCU had good characters, but the universe only had selective wins, right? So let's say we have we get maybe 10 DC movies in the universe, and let's say we've just gotten Superman Legacy, we just got Batman Brave and the Bold, and they've established our main two heroes, right? And the new DC universe is 100 times better than the old DC, and they're just crushing it, right? And they're
yeah,
absolutely just going crazy. And so let's say we know James Gunn and Kevin Feige are kind of tight, right? So let's say they come up with the idea and they're like, okay, we're going to do this crossover and we're going to build a Justice League, and Justice League and Avengers are
And
going
we're gonna make it animated.
What'd you say?
I feel like it being animated would be better.
No, but this is the thing. So animated is great, but you won't get the same amount of power that people want to see from the star power of these actors coming together. So
yeah.
it's a different feeling. And you can do live action and make it work. It's got to be set up well, and you got to have the right people working on it.
I just feel that that's gonna be a mess if they did like a Marvel versus DC movie, because just all the characters coming together, so many characters in one movie. Oh, I'm
You know
sorry,
what's
man.
crazy, though? Like,
Did you forget that Endgame happened? Like, they can do multiple people working with the right people.
you know what's crazy though? Like, I feel like now that we're in these years, can I just say I'm excited for the Batman 2? Can I just say how excited I'm for that
Yep.
movie? That
It's funny you don't say that because me and my girlfriend were watching the Batman last night.
Oh yeah, by the way, the
So-
Batman 2 is releasing this month, I think in 2 years.
Yep. What'd you say, Trevor?
I said because me and my girlfriend Caitlin, we were watching the Batman last night at her
Oh,
place.
that's good. Trevor, have you been training for our big movie at the end of the month?
Yeah,
I guess we haven't officially announced this yet since we've been training and stuff since I put the costume together. But to honor a certain video game coming out next week and to honor the spirit of Halloween in general, me and Trevor will be putting together a very exciting movie on Halloween for you guys.
Ooh, I'm excited now.
I guess I'll tease it here. So I talked to Trevor a long time ago about this. And so as you know, I have decided this Halloween that I'm going to be the season 1/season 3 version of Daredevil. Because I love Daredevil. He's in my top 3 favorite Marvel characters of all time. And that was before the Daredevil Netflix show was even made. And so I love the idea of, because I live in an apartment and things are expensive, I couldn't get the full-blown regular Daredevil suit. But I thought, well, Daredevil has many outfits. His first outfit can still be one of his best outfits. So I figured I've always wanted to do this. So people always talked about, with Spider-Man No Way Home, it was great to see Matt Murdock in there, and they were setting up for Spider-Man 4, getting to see a Daredevil and Spider-Man team up, right?
Yeah.
hopefully
But
that'll still
what
happen.
people haven't considered is what if Spider-Man and Daredevil are in the same universe and in the same cities, but they're not allies.
Ooh,
Or
wait,
at least
hold
not
on.
yet. So me and Trevor are putting together, as we like to do our fight scenes, but it will be an actual movie. Me and Trevor are actually going with actual dialogue to it. Me and Trevor are going to fight as Daredevil and Spider-Man, which
Honestly, like,
is
I
going to be
feel
awesome.
like that could still happen. Like, especially after Spider-Man No Way Home, I think that could still happen, Joe.
Yep.
The thing you just mentioned.
Well, so actually, I was actually writing this as almost like a No Way Home sequel. I've been thinking about it, Trevor, and
Yeah,
so I think it could start with you, since everyone forgets who you are, right? Because
yeah.
I remember if you still have the Tom Holland Spider-Man suit, right? Is that the suit you're wearing?
Actually, I'm getting a new suit.
Oh, what suit are you getting?
Me and Caitlin are getting costumes.
Which one are you gonna be?
I might don if what she's showing me is correct. I might be donning the Raimi suit.
Oh, you're gonna be Toby, the Toby Spider-Man? Okay.
I might be. Which
Well, then that would
means,
make my argument even better because
means
then that would make if you do the Toby suit, then
I know where we're going with this. Toby
Wait,
Maguire.
I feel like I
Spider-Man
know what you guys are gonna
Black
say.
Daredevil.
well, I was gonna say if that happens, then what would happen, which would be interesting, is that's a Spider-Man my character doesn't know. So then when I meet him, I'm immediately gonna start fighting you because I'm gonna be like, I don't know who you are, and you know what we can do?
I got an idea.
You remember? You gonna say something, Jake? Go ahead.
I got an idea. Imagine if Daredevil and Tony Maguire were in the same universe, and Daredevil decides to come to the MCU, and Tobey says, "I'll be coming to the MCU later."
That'd be interesting. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking since Toby's from the older era, it'd be funny if Trevor tried to make fun of me and go, and then maybe there's a scene where my mask gets taken off, right? And then we have almost like a Spider-Man Deadpool moment where Trevor's like, Ben Affleck? and then I just back fist him in the head and then be like, no, my name is Charlie Cox, you son of a bitch. Just like, I thought that would just be brilliant. Just like, oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Like I just feel like Toby would joke like that if Toby did the Ben Affleck Daredevil, he would be like, dude, I don't know what strings they have to do. I know he'll never come back as Batman, but I hope the rumors are true that Ben Affleck does come back as Daredevil for like Secret Wars and shit. Because, dude, I want to see those two in a scene together. I want to see like what Charlie Cox is gonna think of this other Daredevil that not many people have been fans of. I think that's just gonna be.
You know what Daredevil's gonna say? He's gonna say you have failed this city. That's what he's gonna say.
He's gonna say you failed this
He would
city.
not. No, he wouldn't.
I could see that honestly. That's actually probably accurate.
Like, bro.
Okay, so speaking of Daredevil, let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Joe,
Let's talk about this entire thing, everything we know about what the original Daredevil Born Again is, and then also basically what we think this could be a good thing.
Wait, can I say my idea real quick? Like,
Yeah, go with the idea real quick.
So
Go ahead.
You know how I mentioned the what if, right? Imagine if Green Arrow sees Daredevil, right? Like, he thinks he's like this villain, right? And he just shoots. He's about to shoot him. He's like, Daredevil, you have failed this city.
Oh shit!
And imagine Daredevil's like,
You know what? I wrote this scene already, perfectly chosen. So when Daredevil, hey, welcome, Brandon. So when Daredevil says, so what's gonna happen is they're gonna do the classic thing they did in Arrow, where Oliver's gonna do "You have failed this city," shoots the arrow, and then you have Daredevil do the thing. We lost people. Where did everyone go?
we lost Jake.
Where'd Jake go? It was great, Brandon. It was great. We loved it. So imagine this, right? So you remember in season Jake's back.
Yeah, sorry. I accidentally tapped the wrong thing.
Oh, no worries. So basically, imagine this. Remember in season 1 where Daredevil's fighting the ninja in the Daredevil Netflix show?
Yeah.
So when he had the black suit, there's a scene that I wanted to recreate where he takes his batons and the guy's throwing the ninja stars at him, and Daredevil's just like blocking the things. Imagine we have the thing where Green Arrow says, "You failed this city," and then he just blocks it, and then he goes, my ass remains unwhooped. and
then Green Arrow's like, what the heck?
He's like, what?
He's like, and Green Arrow's like, oh really? I would like to see you try. And then Daredevil's
that was the best. I would love their banter. I think their banter would be hilarious. I think Matt Murdock and Green Arrow would be a dangerous team fighting together. But I would just love one thing I want to explain in the video. I think they're like going into their like when they get ready for a mission, their training montage would be epic because you would get Steven just doing the Saber ladder and just punching his Wing Chun dummy, and then you just have Matt just punching shit, just going in, doing everything, and then Steven would be like, "What are you doing?" And then Matt would be like, "I'm training." He's like, "Why is your
Yeah,
training?"
but-
like, that's not training, buddy.
And he'd be like, "Why is your training so much better than mine?" Like, well, first of all, I'm blind, and second of all, I am literally better than you in every way. He's like, "No, you're not."
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
If they're gonna bring back like older people who played past Marvel characters in Secret Wars, just don't bring back the people in the 2015 Fantastic Four, please.
Oh god, that movie was terrible.
We don't consider that existing. It's not
It
canon.
doesn't exist. It's not.
That movie
canon.
was terrible. I'm sorry. Like, it just did not work. You know, like I feel like they could have done a lot better with that movie.
Why do you think my buddy Chris trolls me with that movie?
Like they wasted Doctor Doom in that movie.
And I feel like, you know, Jake, that's what gets me worried with the new one. They're gonna waste Galactus.
I don't know. I think I would love to see what they do, man. It's
I
all
just don't have hope for them, especially after the last one. I don't have hope.
Arrow,
Like-
Pattinson, Batman, and Netflix Daredevil. Ooh, Brandon,
What?
you might be on to something. That's the dream
Whoa,
team.
whoa,
'Cause
whoa,
all three,
whoa,
because all three
whoa.
universes, they're all the best versions of their characters. Because Green Arrow, because you have Steven Amell Green Arrow comes from the grittier Netflix universe.
Daredevil.
Then you
Don't
have
you give
Charles
us
Fox,
hope,
the
man.
Netflix Daredevil universe was already dark and gritty, and then you add Patson's Batman to that list.
There's one character I want them to add in that list, and that is Moon Knight. Moon Knight should be in
You
that
could
list.
add Moon Knight to that list too. That's true.
I'm
Yeah.
Vengeance.
That squad, imagine that squad, Joe. Oh my god.
Dude, all them sparring in the same room would be incredible.
Joe, just imagine Daredevil looking at Batman. Who the hell are you? And then Batman's like,
Yo, imagine if Moon Knight, I feel like what Moon Knight was gonna say is gonna say, who's this guy in a green
You know what?
arrow costume?
You know what I'm gonna do? So I was gonna do this video with clips from both shows, but I'm gonna change the vision of the video chosen. So you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I actually own a version of. I have a Patson Batman action figure. I have a Green Arrow and a Charlie Cox Daredevil figure, and I'm gonna add enemies for each of them and have them all fight and team up. So first you'll see them sparring, then you'll see them team up, and you can see. I think it's better told for you guys to visually see what that
Ooh.
team up would look like.
yeah,
So
Moon Knight was bit.
So I'm gonna set up as like an action figure war. So you guys,
Wow.
Yo, look what Brendan said, bro. I swear. That is what we're going with.
Arkham Knight. Oh God, Arkham Knight.
that'd be crazy, man. I agree with
I
that.
feel like that should happen though. Like, imagine if Moon Knight just. I feel like what Moon Knight is gonna say, he's gonna go in that room. He's gonna say, "Who's this guy in a green arrow costume with green arrows?" And then Steven's like,
and
"Who the hell
Daredevil,
are you? Are you a mummy or something?"
Yeah.
and Daredevil looks at Batman and is just like, "Who the hell are you?" And then Batman just goes, "I'm Vengeance."
Yeah.
I feel like this.
I can just see Matt just beating the crap out of people and then being like, and you see Matt just like, he's like, "I'm Vengeance," and then Daredevil's like, "Look, I may be blind, but justice is blind too. So I don't know what you're doing."
Imagine if Daredevil was fighting, and then Batman's looking. He's like, "Damn, where did you learn how to fight like that, bro?" I feel like that's what Batman's gonna say.
Batman would be jealous. He would be jealous because everything that Ross trained him compared to what Daredevil learned from Stick.
I feel like Moon Knight is gonna love Daredevil. I feel like Moon Knight is gonna love that
Dude,
guy.
I'm telling you one thing, man. I'm telling you one thing, Chosen. Season 1 and Season 2 of Daredevil, I know it's not fair because you have Netflix budget versus CW budget, but dude, the difference between I love Arrow with all my heart and I always will. Hey, Andrew Tate.
What if they you know how, so if they do this where we have Moon
God.
Knight, Batman and Arrow and Daredevil, what if they make like a show for that and it's on Max?
It would be amazing because, dude, so like what I was going to say to you is Steven was saying, like, even though they did some really crazy things in the prison arc, Steven will only return as Green Arrow if they let him get to do actual like rated R level fight scenes.
That I'd love to
I
see.
feel like Steven would enjoy this team up with Moon Knight, Daredevil, and Batman. I feel like
Yeah.
he'd enjoy it just for the fun of it.
Who would win in a fight between Daredevil and the Arkham Knight with his guns? Oh, Daredevil would clap Arkham Knight because
He would.
Because
He
here's the
would.
thing. He's already beaten Punisher. That's not even a problem for him.
Yo, what if? Okay, so imagine a scene where Daredevil and Green Arrow are talking, right? And Daredevil is mentioning his past, right? And then
Yeah.
Oliver also mentions his past. Imagine if Oliver mentions Barry to Daredevil.
Thanks, Andrew.
I feel like Daredevil would like, oh man, if he mentions Barry, and imagine if Barry actually meets Daredevil, like the CW Barry. Oh,
That'd be crazy. I would be curious to see how that interaction would go.
I feel like Barry would understand Daredevil's situation too.
You know what's funny? I actually, since you mentioned this, I was gonna say, did you notice what I did? When I did my Daredevil rant video, I purposely put the clip of Daredevil beating the shit out of Iron Fist as an actual like. I was visualizing me being Daredevil and showing up to Marvel Studios and kicking the shit out of Kevin Feige because that was literally what I was visualizing when I saw that scene. You know, the one where he's like, "That's the problem, Matt. I'm all out of calm."
Oh God.
You know it's a problem when literally you're meant to be so powerful with your Iron Fist, yet you get beat by the blind guy that's been training for years.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah, he's beaten Kingpin Brandon. He's faced off against Bullseye. Well, he's got so many enemies that he's beaten. It's no joke. Like, dude, I mean, honestly, like, realistically, if they get good people, so let's talk about what's been said about what was previously
Hey,
for.
sorry,
Yeah, you
go
want to
ahead.
say something, Jake? Go ahead. You can have the floor for a minute before I get.
I know this isn't the Marvel related. I should have saved this for maybe this Star Wars podcast, but imagine in Batman season 3, Joe, what if Sid comes back?
You know I'll be pissed.
I know how much you hate that
I'm
character.
alive. It's going good.
I know how much you hate that character.
Well, you know, the only thing that would make that worth it is if Rex shows up and just kills her.
I mean, she keeps ripping off the Bad Batch. Like, come on.
Yeah. I feel like on that note, I think there is going to be. I do have a Bad Batch video coming out pretty soon where I got some pretty, as you can tell by my shirt, I have some pretty good ideas of where season 3 is going to come. And even with the animated studio stuff, I think it's going to come out sooner than people think. But yeah, so back to the main topic. So let's talk about what we know about Daredevil Born Again with these writers, and then I want to talk to you and Trevor, specifically you. I want to talk to you about what I think they should keep the old take, but also what they should change, since we're getting a total rewrite. And I do still think, since they are going to rewrite things, I think for me, even though Secret Wars is Secret Wars, and it's going to be a big project, and everyone wants to see all these characters come together, and people will say, "Oh yeah, Secret Wars is easily the biggest, most anticipated Marvel project for everyone," right? I think for me, just because we were getting another Daredevil show, and I know Chosen, for you didn't get to finish the show, but you're coming in on a tier list. Okay.
yeah, it's actually Arrowverse since we got our 11 year.
Okay, so Daredevil, we'll do this in a second.
And the fact that this Daredevil show is going to be 18 episodes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Could Daredevil
dude.
also beat 3 of the Batman's biggest villains? Oh, totally. Easily, he could take them all. I think he would definitely take them all.
Let me know when you guys want to do this, okay? Because we have to do this soon because I have to go.
Yeah,
soon.
go ahead, Jake.
Joe. And the fact that Daredevil Born Again is going to be 18 episodes instead of the 6-episode bullshit. Oh my god!
I know, which is why I'm going to say something that's probably controversial. when they revealed why they got rid of the writers, I'll be honest. I don't hate the idea of if we're getting 18 episodes of Daredevil. I don't hate the idea of waiting for Matt to get in the suit till episode 4, because that's 4 of 18. Like, that would have been fine. And I've always thought like the Netflix show did a great job of balancing the lawyer stuff and the Daredevil action. So like I think they did a good job balancing that out. I mean, I'm not saying that what the reworks won't be bad or won't be good, whatever it happens, but I think that for them to fire them over that, I think is a bit ridiculous, because I think personally, I think it's fine.
By the way,
Yeah, go ahead, Chosen.
you guys want to do this real quick before I go?
Oh, you want to do the ranking before you got to leave? Okay, we'll do your ranking first, and then we'll jump on this topic because I want to talk to.
All right. Where do you guys put season 1 of Arrow?
Season 1 of Arrow, for me, this might be a hot take. I would put it in the A tier.
A tier. Okay. I agree.
I think there's only a couple seasons of Arrow that are S tier for me, but I think A tier is fair.
And then we got season 2.
S tier.
S tier. S tier.
I agree.
Best
Season 3. I
television
feel like season 3. I don't know. It's pretty hard.
It's the second weakest season for me. I'd put it in either C or B tier, personally.
I think I'll put it in C for now. I think.
Yep.
We already know where this is going.
Yeah, that's not hard. If anyone actually was going to argue that, I was going to be like, no.
Yeah, it's season 4.
Yep.
We already know where this is going. This is going S tier.
Season 5 goes S tier.
I love that season so much.
You know, I'm literally. You want to know something crazy, Chosen? I don't know if I told you this, and this might be a hot take, but it's my take, right?
Yeah.
In my Arrow rankings, after rewatching all the seasons, even with season 2 having Deathstroke, season 5 is my favorite season of the show, because.
You know what, Joe? Since you said that, I think it's the best season in the Arrowverse. That's all it takes.
Dude, I mean, literally, it has everything we great. Like when Slade does come back and help Oliver, one of the best scenes ever is I love when they're on Lian Yu and Chase is like, I assumed you'd be on the winning side. Slade goes up and beats the shit out of him. Assumption is the mother of all failures. And he starts beating the shit out of him. Dude, just Chase versus the League of Assassins, like seeing just the League of Assassins ninjas taking on Deathstroke was one of the coolest things ever. That entire Lian Yu final fight, that has to be the best finale of the show.
I agree.
And then just Adrian Chase dominated that show. He just dominated it. What season
This
we
might be a
got?
hot take.
Arrow
Okay, this
season
might be a
6?
hot take. I think. I don't know. Like
The second half of season 6 was really good. The fight between Diaz and Oliver in the finale was good, but 90% of the arc wasn't. I would put
I'm
it.
gonna put it above season 3. I think it was
The
a little better.
Caden James stuff really ruined it for me.
I think the reason why I put it above that because you have some good episodes. That's why
There's some good episodes. Some of the stuff with Anatoly and the brothel was good.
All right, we got season 7. I'm putting this in B.
Yeah, so that's fair because season 7 started out really strong with the prison arc, and then Emiko ruined everything.
We got Arrow season 8.
I put it. I want to put it S tier. I think S tier. I think season 8. Now some people complain about the stuff with the kids, but I think that season 8 had everything that we wanted.
It's the best final season.
Yeah, it was the final. It's easily the best final season in the Arrowverse, and you can't argue it. Like it gave us, and you know, Steven always talked about like I wish Flash did more of the playing the hits in its final season. Where like in episode 1, you know, we go back to fight Dark Archer in his office, and we were expecting to fight Merlin, and it's Tommy Merlin. The whole Earth 2 fight was so good.
I feel like that's what the Flash
sad.
should have done. They should have brought back villains every episode. I think that's what they should have done with the Flash.
Yeah, I just thought how they did that in Arrow was great. And then it led up to the Anti-Monitor and just like...
We're going to do the Flash next. Where would you put season 1?
Season 1 of the Flash? I'm going to be next. I think S tier is a good place for it. I think it is one of the best seasons of the Flash.
sad that Arrow got 8 seasons and The Flash got 9 seasons.
I know The Flash wasn't good, but I still like it more than Arrow because I watched. That was the first Arrowverse show I watched.
For you, I get that, but for me, Arrow was my first.
I still think Arrow was pretty good. Like Arrow has so much good seasons.
See, I was into the Arrowverse. I started the Arrowverse with Arrow, so Arrow is still my favorite show. So for me, I do still like the Flash Chosen, but I really just connect. I always loved Green Arrow as a kid, and I
think
connect
the
with all
problem
of it.
was the joke. I think the problem with the Flash is that it hasn't been the same since season 3. That's the problem.
Yeah. And so what I loved about Arrow was season 4 and 3 were like season 3 was meh, season 4 was really bad, but then season 5 comes out and like, oh, you guys remember the show we used to be in season 1 and 2? We can be even better than that. Like,
Wait, Jake, what are you gonna say, Jake?
I'm just going to say this. I gave up on The Flash. I stopped watching it because every time I watched The Flash, I thought of a specific someone who I don't want to remember.
Oh, okay. All right, we got The Flash season 2, and I know this might be crazy, but I'm gonna put it above season 1. I love this season so much, bro. Flash season 2 is so good, bro. Joe, you can agree with me. Like Flash,
I love season 2. Zoom
it's the
was
best
great.
Flash season. It's literally the best Flash season. I love that season.
It is, man. Zoom is fantastic. I couldn't disagree.
He gave me Prometheus vibes
Mhm.
too. Like he gave me that kind of vibe. That's the thing I like.
I still think, in terms of Arrowverse villains, because of how he was ruined, I would still put Chase above.
I think Zoom is like in the top 3 of the best Arrowverse villains.
I think he is. I think Zoom's very much up there. Like, see, I think the Flash villains resonate more for you. For me, the Arrow villains really resonate more for me.
Yeah.
What I love about Adrian Chase, why Adrian Chase is my favorite Arrowverse villain, is because, and I am going to be him next Halloween Chosen, like you want me to.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you know what you should do? You know what we should do, Chosen? We should fly you out here, and you should be Ghostface 2 years in a row, and we should have the 2 serial killers go off on a killing spree together.
Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. I see what you're saying.
Like, because remember in the beginning of Arrow season 5 when they had the whole throwing star killer? So you just had him going around killing random people to get Oliver's attention. The beginning of season 5 totally reminded me of Scream, Chosen. I was definitely getting a Scream vibe with the way that they were using throwing star killer. I love that. Okay, what one are we on next? What's our next tier?
Season 3.
Season 3 of The Flash, I would put an A tier. I think it's better than people give it credit for. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
I agree, actually. Not thinking about it. We got season 4. I think season 4 is B for me.
Yeah, it's B. It's good. It's not as good.
I would put it above Arrow
It's
season
good.
7.
But it can be better.
I
That's
think it's
true.
a little better than Arrow season
Thank you,
7.
Pedro Pascal.
The wise words of one Pedro Pascal.
Season 5. I feel like season 5 is way overhated. I know it was. I think at first I didn't like it, but after season 9, it's probably better now. I will put it in C tier. I think it's really good actually. I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected.
Which season?
Season 5.
5.
For me, 5 would be lower, but I understand your take.
Should I put it in D? I actually don't know. It's pretty hard.
I just had a lot of problems with some of the writing.
This is his list, not your. Not this is your. This
Yeah,
is
but
your list,
at the
not-
same time, it's either C or D, so I can put it in D.
I had a problem with the Nora writing personally. Some of the Nora stuff was in the beginning wasn't the strongest.
All right, we got season 6.
I like
funny.
season 6. I think season 6,
I'll
that
put
was
it in
some
A tier.
Eric Waller's best work. You had the blood work stuff. That was fantastic.
Yeah. All right. We're not going to talk about this because we already know where this is going. Season 7.
It does not compute. I do not know that season exists.
All right. This might be a hot take, Joe. I know you might hate me for this, but I'm going to put this here.
No, you can put it there. I think season 8's pretty good.
Actually, oh wait, we have season 1 of Arrow. Hold on, never mind. I'm gonna put here. Never mind. We have Arrow
It
season
can be
1.
an 8 tier. I think it's still pretty fair.
I think it's probably. I think for me, it's the best Arrow Koala season.
Yeah, it
I
was a
think
pretty good season. I thought the Armageddon arc really tied that season together nicely.
And this is going here for so many reasons. Actually, no, I'm gonna put this in D because of the Oliver episode.
Yeah, they had 2 episodes that one and then episode 10, and then I think we were good. So yeah.
So I'll put it in D tier.
Okay, let's get this over with. I see the Batwoman seasons down there.
Oh, this is the Batwoman next.
Oh boy, seasons 1 and 2 will automatically go in F tier.
I want them in F tier. I don't want. No, that season 3.
No, this is season 3.
Okay, good. Season 3 should be higher. Season 3 is the best season of that show.
D.
No higher. I'll put it at least in C or C or B. I think it was the one. I wish they would have continued the show from there. I thought it was a great season.
I'll put it in C for now.
Yep.
Black Lightning.
Season 3.
Season 1.
Season 1. Okay, you can put that in A tier. I think that's a really good season.
Yeah, I enjoy that one. Season 2.
Season 2 should be an F tier. I thought that was the worst season of the show.
Okay, I agree. Honestly, I think it's the second worst season, so that's why I put it in F.
Yeah.
Season 3. I think it was a little bit better than.
I love season 3. I would put season 3 in S tier. That's my favorite season of the show.
I agree.
Dude, the stuff with Gravedigger was so good. It was so good. Oh my god. The Khalil.
Alright, this might be crazy.
Shonen went with Smack That by Akon in a video.
This might be crazy, Joe, but I'm gonna put this in D.
That's fine. The thing I hate about that final season is there's so many good things, but then the stuff with Tobias Whale really was not good, unfortunately.
Have you guys seen this show?
I've seen some of it, but it was canceled after only 1 season.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave this here for now because
it's hard to place it because from what I've seen of it, I liked it, but I see why people don't go crazy for it.
Legend season 1.
We lost Trevor. Oh.
Do we lose him?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think Legend season 1. I think my main problem this season was I think Vato Savage wasn't a good villain. I don't know. I wasn't feeling.
They made him better. Like, where did Trevor go?
He's
back. Vice is not connected. They need to reconnect their mic before you can add them to the stream.
Yeah, I think he has to reconnect his mic. Yeah, before he comes in.
You got to reconnect your mic when you come back, buddy.
I'm gonna put it in B, Joe. Legend season 1.
Yeah,
I think it was good, but then there was a lot of problems I had with it.
Yeah, it started interesting, but there was definitely some issues. The Vandal Savage arc was pretty bad.
All right, you already know where I'm gonna put season 2.
Season 2 is S tier.
It's one of the best seasons in the Arrowverse. Like, bro, Reverse Flash, bro, and Dark Archer. Like, bro, everything you want from that season. Season 3, I think season 3 was pretty good.
I mean, the fact they tackled Legion of Doom and did it well was amazing.
I'll put it with season 1. I think it was pretty good. And this is where Legends goes downhill. This is where it goes downhill. Season 4. Ooh, this is hard actually. Hold on. I'll put it. It's definitely with Batwoman season 3. I don't think it was that good. I had a lot of problems with season 4.
Season 4 of Legends, yeah.
Yeah. And then season 5. Okay. You know what? Let's put the rest in F tier because I do not care about the rest of the show.
Yeah, I agree.
It's worse than Flash season 9, which is kind of crazy because I like Flash season 9.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Alright, we got Supergirl. Oh, God. Supergirl. And this is where things get interesting. Where would you put season 1, Joe?
Trevor's still having problems with his mic added on to.
Perry. Who's that?
Oh, she's
Me, Perry.
yeah.
Is Supergirl season 1 that bad or no? I don't know, actually. It's pretty hard to compare the season to the other ones.
Of course.
Where would you put Supergirl season 1, actually? That's a good question.
Tell me what you do.
Oh, God. Yes. Is it worse than Flash season 9?
I work out and play video games usually.
I don't know if Joe agrees with me. It's so hard because I haven't watched this show in a long time, bro. So I don't know where to put it. Oh, this is hard. Honestly, I'm gonna put an F tier. I didn't really care about this show.
I responded.
And season 2 goes F tier, right? Because that's what Joe would think. Season 2 is not bad.
Season 2 of what? Supergirl?
Supergirl. Yeah.
Oh, that season's horrible.
I didn't like the first season either.
Those first 2 seasons, like, thank
Season
God
three.
we got season 3. Because
Season
those
3
first
was really
seasons,
good.
oh, God.
And then season 4 was also pretty good. I'm gonna put them both S tier. Okay, since I'm putting this in S tier, then I'll put the Flash season 8 in S tier too. Screw it, I'll put this in S tier. Beside Arrow.
List, man. I'm not going to stop you.
Like I think this is all S tier. All this is S tier.
Yeah, this is your list, man. So
And then we got Flash, not Flash, Supergirl season 5. Didn't care about the season, including this season. Yeah, this is the list. And I think you guys can agree with some of the things I put on here. I don't know if I want to change anything. No, I don't want to.
Oh, Trevor's back. Okay. I see. I see it now. Okay.
Let's see what Trevor thinks about this list.
You're back. What happened?
Caitlin messaged me something. It was a huge paragraph, and I have to try to find.
What you were in here?
Oh wait, Joe, I got it wrong, dude. Wait, hold on. Arrow season 4 should be an S tier. Hold on.
no,
Don't do that.
Don't do that shit.
I'm joking. This is going enough. Okay, hold on.
All right. So, what were you asking me on the seasons of Supergirl?
Yeah, I put season 1, 2, 5, and 6 in F tier.
Yeah, those seasons are bad.
I think there's only 2 good seasons of that show, and that's
3
it.
and 4. Yep.
I love season 4.
How do you think
Lex was pretty good. I think the actor who plays Lex was a pretty good person. Like, he's actually really good.
I thought they did a good job with him. Yeah.
Like, I think, yeah. It's kind of crazy that I put Flash season 9 D. I thought I would put an F tier, but after rethinking.
I'm still
Yeah,
mad about.
I don't disagree. I don't blame you, Joe. There was some bad stuff in that season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does have the Oliver episode, so it's not like completely terrible.
Yeah, you also have that episode 10 too, which is another great episode. You have 2 great episodes in that show in that season.
Sorry, some of my friends are talking right now.
I know Joe likes episode 9, but I think episode 10 is a little better for me.
It just depends on what it. To me, what I loved about episode 9 was it, and I know this is hard to believe. It felt like an actual. It felt like an actual. Like, I know that we got the finale the way that it was, but to me, it felt like the true finale of The Flash.
I think, yeah, but also episode 10 felt like a true finale too.
Well, but I'm saying, like, one of the things that I think needed to happen before the show needed to wrap and be complete is you got to see Barry see Wally. You got to see Barry see.
You know what they could have done, dude? Now that you mentioned finale, they could have made episode 9 and 10 like a 2-parter thing. Like,
They should have.
9, you know what they should have? Episode 9 was Oliver's return, Wally's return, everyone, right? And episode 10 is where Barry goes back to that night and do the full circle.
What I don't understand is, and maybe this was an Eric Wallace thing or whatever, but they could have had Oliver, since the multiverse was in danger in the finale, Oliver should have been in more episodes.
Okay, so hold on. Eric Wallace. Blumwork was doing all that stuff. How come Oliver didn't come back when Vaughn became negative Vaughn? How come he didn't come back until then? Or why did he come back when Vaughn started Armageddon?
Yeah, why didn't he show up as Spectre at that time?
Or why did he show up when Cobalt Blue was bringing back the villains? This is the problem. The writing is the problem. And I understand they brought him back. They could have done more with him. They could have done more with him in the show. Like I think
the entire season was a goddamn mess.
Season 8, I think they should have brought him back in season 8. I think them bringing him back in season 8 was
I gave up on the Flash because
Wait, when did you give up? Wait, Jake, when was the last season you watched? That's my question.
I can't remember, honestly.
I feel like
I
think the last season you should have watched was season 8. I think that was the last season you should have watched.
The reason why I gave up is because my ex was a huge Flash fan, And
Oh,
every
okay.
time I would watch that show, I would think of her.
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel yo Joe. Just imagine if Oliver came back in the season 8 finale. Just imagine that.
I mean, they could have set it up. They had the groundwork to do it.
I feel like what season 9 should have done is they should have made it 10 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Like bring back all the villains. Maybe episode 1 you bring back Godspeed. Episode 2 Savitar. Episode 3 Zoom. Then Thawne. Then maybe give us some backstory in Young Reverse Flash. And then like the rest of the season you do Oliver, blood work, whatever. Do anything. Just give us everything that we want. I'm talking. You know what? Bring back Jesse. Bring back who else? Bring back Julian. Julian. Is that his name? Julian?
Yeah.
Bring back Captain Boomerang. Bring back everyone. I just want to bring back Prometheus. Bring him back too. I don't care if it's a Flash show. Bring him back too. Because I think Joe would have loved that. Or bring back who else? The Trickster. We haven't seen that guy in a long time. Weta Wizard. Captain Cold. Heatwave.
Also, why didn't we ever get, if we're gonna have Chillblaine in the show, why didn't we get to see Oliver knock Chillblaine on his ass, man? That would have been great.
Exactly.
You know what's so annoying? The missed opportunity is Chillblaine being the villain. I think he should have been a villain. We can all agree with that.
Dude, could you imagine, like, because remember how he fought in Armageddon? The fight, when they're fighting Damien Dark, dude, Chillblaine versus Oliver would have been off the chain, dude. That shit would have been awesome.
No, like, I'm just saying, why is Chillblaine not a villain?
And then Oliver could say something like Chillblaine's like, how do you expect to beat me? And then he'd be like, what's wrong? You're afraid you got a cold shoulder over there, motherfucker? And you just like,
Oh, yo, Joe, now you're just saying this. Imagine, you know how in episode 3 of season 9 where Chillblaine was wearing his Green Arrow pants, right? Remember that episode?
Yep,
He was wearing his
yep.
Imagine if Chillblaine was in episode 9 of season 9, right? And Oliver tells Chillblaine, hey, I saw you wear my Green Arrow pants. What was that for? Oh my god.
Just be like, you have stole my pants. that would have been so good. Oh my gosh. You know, I would have loved that.
Honestly,
still think.
can I just say real quick?
I'll give this to real quick, Chosen. I'll give this to Eric Wallace. One thing that I did not expect him to do, he gave some of the best dialogue to Oliver I have seen in a long time in that episode. Like, especially, I love the part when he's fighting Bloodwork, and he's like, "You're starting to piss me off." just like how he got so mad was so brilliant. I love it.
I love how Bloodwork doesn't even care. He's like, I don't care, bro. You're pissed off.
Dude, you
I
do
love
not piss
Bloodwork.
off Oliver Queen, though, man. It's not going good. This man went Super Saiyan on Anti-Monitor, man. You do not make him mad.
Yo, this is making me too loud. Yo, I was gonna say, like, Red Death could have had potential. We can all agree. She, like, I know people don't like
We
Batwoman.
could have made so many streams and episodes of, like, how much potential Red Death needed to have.
I think that, yo, what if? Okay, just listen to me. What if Red Death was still Ryan Walder, right? But they make the character more threatening, and she kills people, and she becomes this threat.
I mean,
like
if they made her threatening, it would have been awesome cool.
I think she would have been a way better villain, right? That was. Remember that scene where she was out in the streets waiting for the Flash? Why didn't she kill people in that moment? She could have killed people in that moment when people were running away from her. And Eric Wallace, you say you don't like violence? Then why did you do violence in season 8? Remember when Deathstorm was killing people?
Did Eric Wallace actually say those words that he doesn't like violence?
Yeah, and the fact that he brought back
And
his
why are you
favorite-
doing a superhero TV show?
If he didn't like violence, then why did Deathstorm kill people? That's my question.
If you don't like violence, why are you doing a superhero TV show in general?
And let's not forget, his favorite villain is Zoom. Let's not forget about that.
And he's one of the most violent villains on The Flash. Like,
That's why he made him less threatening in season 9. It makes sense
he
now.
broke Barry's back.
Like, he made him less threatening. Like I'm just pissed off.
Oh no, Trevor must have gotten another text from Caitlin.
You can't lock up the door. Okay, that line in season 9 when he said that, I was pissed off. But yeah.
Yeah. Trey must have gotten another text from Caitlin.
Did he get a text? Oh, does he need me to get him back?
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go now. This
Okay.
was fun though. This was
Yeah,
really
I
fun.
don't know if he's here yet. I don't know if he's.
Oh, he got kicked. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you guys later tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
Also, yeah, I can't wait for the Goosebumps show. By the way, the Goosebumps show, I can't wait for that. Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna watch that?
yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I think about it. I'm gonna watch it. I want to.
All right. Well, let me get Trevor back in here so we can finally get the final topic we were going to talk about done,
Okay.
and then I'll let because I know you got a skedaddle chosen.
I'll see you later, Joe S.
Yo,
Sounds good. How dare you end on that note?
You're not gonna beat me in Fortnite. Peace.
I'm coming for that ass, bitch.
Fortnite, damn.
You're lucky I have to go to bed soon. You'll have to get up early for work, otherwise I beat his ass. I need that bitch to get Mortal Kombat 1. That's what I really need.
Well, thank God he's gone.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can finally have the conversation that we need to have, which is let's talk about this Daredevil thing.
All right.
So I have all the notes of what they did to the show, and there's also notes of what they said they won't change and what they will change. I heard in both versions of the show, they're probably going to still keep Foggy Nelson probably dead, from what I'm hearing. So,
So Foggy Nelson won't be in the show?
from what I hear, yeah. Apparently, the reason Daredevil hung up his suit and wasn't going to wear it till episode 4 is because of Foggy's death.
Oh, Foggy's dead.
Yeah, they're saying in the show. So the two things that they weren't going to change was that Foggy died and that Kingpin was going to become mayor and that he was going to misuse the Punisher logo on his police force to ruin the Punisher reputation, so that they could make all the vigilantes outlawed. Which it seems like that's going to still be the plan. Which I'm cool with that idea. I think that works. It makes him a ruthless villain. Makes him a problem. But yeah, so yeah, I think this could be a good thing, Trevor. But I do have a few issues too.
All right, name the issues.
What are my issues?
Yeah, name the issues. Let's
Well,
start.
one, the fact that this was not that they hired someone that had no history of these characters and just went, oh yeah, let's give them a trial run. Let's see what they come up with. Does Feige not understand that you need to actually have people that know their shit to do these shows and movies?
Yeah.
Where does it end, Feige? Where does it end? Your studio interference, it's... Man, what is he doing? The fuck is Kevin Feige even doing anyway? He's supposed to be like reading the comics, not just focusing.
I need that clip from 909 of The Flash. What's Kevin Feige doing? Starting to piss me off. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous because he's really he's pushing my buttons and I'm not impressed because it's
He's poking the bear.
it's a bedtime. It just literally is like, I don't know what they're doing. I need Daredevil Born Again to be good. We need a good Daredevil MCU show. It needs to happen.
I agree.
There's so many other good people that write TV creators that could make this show. Why is Marvel not pulling up the stops to make a good Daredevil show?
I wish I knew. I mean, Kevin Feige really needs to understand that, like, there's more to, like, there are many showrunners that can, pull off Daredevil.
Okay, so let's talk about this idea, right? Okay, so Marvel's not going to do the limited series thing now. it sounds like they're going to basically do a showrunner for each show. They get to bring a pilot to the show. So they get to say, first episode, this is how we write things, this is how it's done. Right? And this is how it works. But then this is the next thing. So that's how that works. And then after that, we move forward and we get we get this. We get and then so after the pilot, if the pilots are good, then they're gonna order the full show, just like most network TV used to do. Do we think this is a good format for Marvel to do? Do we think this is gonna work? Or
I don't know.
If you ask me, I feel like Marvel should have done that direction from the get-go. You know, if they're
that's what I'm saying. Is like all these decisions feel like they're so late.
I feel like that's what they should have done from the get-go. I mean, granted, I'm
Why
glad
would you get somebody who doesn't know Daredevil to make the show in the first place?
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes absolutely no sense.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just feel like, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I do need to go to bed because I do have to get up super early for work tomorrow. But we can discuss it throughout our group chat tomorrow during the day too. I feel that Marvel, and they can maybe find ways to get this back, but I feel like Marvel's losing their touch, and I don't know how they're planning on getting back to normal when it doesn't seem like they know what they want to do.
Well, if these theories you're hearing about Secret Wars are true, maybe we'll see.
I don't
Yeah,
know. At this point, I feel like I should be worried about Secret Wars.
I don't know what to think of that, man. Honestly, it's kind of confusing. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, it's a bit of a mess. I want to just wrap this saying that, let's hope that the MCU gets back on their feet. I'm tired. I'm gonna wrap it now. We'll continue this soon. I hope you guys have a great night.
All right.
Yep. All right.
See you guys soon. Okay.